AFC title game, and we've got a great one story between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Why are you so silly?
It's not my hair was on the pillow. Ew, I'm nasty.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
I'm coming.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Don't take long. Kiss XOXO.
Why you been playing anything else?
I play this game every time. I finished my Pokemon game. I finished my Pokemon game.
The whole game?
The storyline is on.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah,
All right, y'all, we're leaving in 5
you see the
minutes.
coverage off the receiver? Doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. The Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory. Now the second down throw on target. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good headed scheme going.
Third down, Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
50 seconds. 50 seconds.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
45-yard line.
Second and 7. Now Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From midfield now, Haskins eluding the pressure right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26. 1-yard gain brings up second.
They go play action now. Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete.
Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14. Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, Haskins. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Play action, Haskins. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, Elliott, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Murray. That's caught by Jackson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Curtis Samuel, 34 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 10th carry now for Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And able to find Green. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And the Texans
throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll get this complete to Board. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Murray again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Murray's pass.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time.
Intercepted.
Picked off at the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for C.J. Board there, but it's going to be 2nd down. They fire this one quickly to Austin. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 41.
Again, it's Elliott. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Running with Elliott. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw, it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Haskins will throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. On the ground, it's Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go. He's crazy.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nate Gary. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Sam Sloman now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Chiefs 31, Texans 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He was brought down by Marcus May. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Right back to him on first down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Chiefs 38, Texans.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run with Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They had 2 straight first downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 19-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
3rd down.
They go to Elliott again. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get a bit closer. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
On 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Melvin Ingram. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Number 38.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.